Welcome to Shutter Block Auto, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to be covering some of the updates and improvements I've made to the channel and project over the last couple of weeks. Before I do that though, I would like to introduce this thing. This is a little sketch pad that I'm going to be using for scripting, storyboarding, and just notes in general for the stop motion film and pretty much every other type of video I'll be putting out on this channel from here on out. The idea behind using this thing is to help my content develop a sense of fluency and direction. This is going to be especially helpful in the stop motion film so I can remember key plot points, and even in videos like this where I'm kind of just talking and giving you guys updates so that I can write down and remember everything that I'm supposed to be saying. Our first topic of interest is that I have decided to start doing weekly posts. In order for me to be more consistent with my content production, I'm challenging myself to put out at least one post between the two different branches of my brand at least once a week. For those of you that didn't know, Shutterblock Auto actually does have an Instagram account that is dedicated to photography rather than stop motion. So basically how this is going to look is every week I will post something either on the YouTube channel or the Instagram account in order to be more consistent with content production and to maintain engagement with both accounts and channels. So every week, either that weekend, I will decide to post something photography related on the Instagram account, or that Thursday of that week, I will post to the YouTube channel. I cannot do both, but I will do an either or, so either something photography related on the weekend or kind of like how I've been doing with this channel. I've uploaded every single post on a Thursday. So I guess I'm just trying to stay consistent with that. So either Thursday or a Friday. I'm really gonna try and stick to Thursday unless something really gets messed up or delayed or something like that. So the channel will be Thursdays, Instagram will be weekends. I will, however, be making an exception for this week because I will be posting this video to the channel, and I will additionally be posting a reel to the Instagram account this weekend. This will most likely be the only exception to that rule, so after this week, the weekly posts will alternate between the channel and the Instagram account. Our next topic of interest has absolutely nothing to do with this bar that I keep pointing at. No, but in my last video like this where I was kind of just talking about the channel, I used a lot of stock footage of time lapses of me just building Lego. I used that footage to keep the video interesting when I was kind of just droning on and on, kind of like I'm doing here. Throughout this video, you will, and probably already have, seen me doing just random stuff. I'm doing this to try and exercise new ways to keep these videos interesting without repeating the same methods. If I kept using time-lapse footage like that, then eventually all these videos would start to look the same, and I don't want that. Furthermore, I also changed the background, which is something that I did for two reasons. In contrast to that first video, which the background was that table full of Legos, this video has the background set mostly as this back wall over here. I did this not only to switch things up a bit, but also to prevent spoiling the setting of the next episode, which is coming out next Thursday, by the way. Speaking of backgrounds, I'm also working on backgrounds for the stop motion film itself, because this is the first time I've filmed since I moved here, and this wall does not work very well for filming because it is super light absorbent and it just doesn't make a very good background. It just looks very awkward because of the contrast of color right here. So yeah, we're working on different backgrounds to kind of put in front of this wall when we're filming, so yeah. Also, don't mind the mess. This is the part of the table that I'm not using for filming, so it's kind of just where everything is being shoved until I get my shelves put up. Additionally to modifying the background and experimenting with that stuff, I'm also working on a new profile picture and sound quality. I recognize that there were a lot of issues with sound quality in the first video. Part of the reason for that was because I was using AirPods, and I thought that those would work for good sound quality, but I guess not. Another reason for that was because of my chair. My chair was super squeaky and obnoxious. I'm using a different chair for this video. It's not great. It's not as good as the other one, not as comfy and whatever, but at least it doesn't make that god-awful noise. So you can't win them all, I guess. I'm hoping that the sound quality for this video will be better. I can't tell from the raw footage. I can only tell once I posted it. So I can only pray that this video will be better. But just for good measure, I'm going to work on getting a mic so that hopefully you can just hear my voice instead of all the awkward background noises. Our final topic of interest for this video is hidden characters. The hidden characters are a fun little concept I came up with way long ago when I kind of first started this project. Essentially, it's pretty simple. There are just hidden characters distributed throughout the different episodes of the project, and the challenge is to see who can find them. When I first thought of this idea, I wrote down a list of characters that would be the hidden characters that I could hide throughout the different scenes and episodes and stuff like that. I wrote them down, I wrote down the characters, and I wrote down which episode they would be in. About that though, I lost that paper because I made it a long time ago and I moved houses since then, and the paper just got misplaced. So I don't know which characters are hidden and where and when they are hidden. So I'm just about as informed with this as you guys are. I don't know where they're at, so I kind of have to look through the films that I've already made and find them myself. I do know for a fact though that I have filmed at least 2 episodes where the hidden characters are, and I do know where they are at. I can say that the first of those 2 is going to be in the next episode, and so on the episode coming on Thursday, which is episode 2, there is at least 1 character. I'm debating on whether or not I want to add 2. I do know that there are a maximum of 7. So throughout all of the project, all the episodes and parts of the series, there will be no more than 7 total. So I will do my best to let you guys know which episodes will have hidden characters. Like for example, next Thursday, when I post episode 2, I will put in like the description of the video and in the comment section, I'll remind you guys that there is a hidden character somewhere throughout this film, or 2. I haven't quite decided yet, but if I do decide to do 2, I will let you guys know in that video at some point. And I haven't decided how I want to like reward whoever finds the character, because I mean they're pretty easy to find. I mean, I was considering doing gift cards at first, but realistically I don't have the money for that. And I mean, they're kind of hidden in plain sight, right? So I mean, pretty much anyone can find them, and I can't just dish out gift cards to everyone who points them out. So I'm thinking about maybe just a shout out, maybe that they can post something stupid on my Instagram story or something like that. Some kind of shout out, some kind of mention, something like that. There'll be a maximum of 7 scenes where there will be hidden characters, and 2 of those characters might be in episode 2.
Sorry if that was confusing. If you guys have any questions, you can always let me know in the comment section. But in the meantime, check out the Instagram. Look forward to posts coming this weekend and Thursday. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see y'all soon.